What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be changing that janky radiator hose that I did last time, and I have a solution for the top one. And on top of that, we are going to be tackling our intercooler piping. First off, if you didn't watch the last video, make sure to go back and watch it. It was good. We installed the fan, got it wired up, but we also tried to do the radiator hoses. We ran out of hoses trying to accomplish this. This one's super janky, comes in from a big hose. There's hose inside of this hose, and then an extender, and then onto this other hose that finally goes into the radiator. So as you can see here, you can kind of see the inside ring, this guy, and then the outside ring here that's squeezing that down. So what will end up happening is this hose clamp will squeeze those. This hose clamp here will squeeze this outside part of the ring onto our pipe. It was actually extremely easy to install. Everything fits up really well, but I think it was absolutely worth it. And now we have to install this little bitty one. And you don't need to see me do that because that's not what this video is about. Yes, I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comments for this. Just let it happen. It's fine, it's fine. It's only for a startup, but yes, I know I can cut it. I just didn't do it. This is not the final thing. I'd really like to convert to AN lines, like bung fitting, bung fitting, bung fitting, bung fitting, and run AN lines, but that is down the line. Now we are on to the fun part of digging into old stuff that I've had for probably over a year and try to get it all plumbed. The good news is that I listened to my friends and I went with 2.5-inch pipe, so hopefully this is easier to do. Like the genius I am, I picked up the intercooler before I started filming, so this is why I look like this. We're gonna put the intercooler back in. One, perfect, I don't need to take that off anyway. All right, so for those of y'all who don't know, this is our intercooler setup. It is a little tight. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculously tight. Hold on, how much room do we have over here? None, awesome. So after looking at it further, the intercooler is too big, probably my fault, it's 100% my fault, but we're gonna have to basically cut out everything up to this wall here, just basically cut out a giant cavity, and hopefully that will eventually make it into our intake, as well as from our turbo. So I figured the best way to clearance this hole is take a jigsaw to it. It's gonna make the cleanest cut, and you can fit it in spaces where a angle grinder will not go. So I just finished body working in the car, or this little area. It's really ugly, so don't judge me, but it's gonna fit our silicone hose just fine. Eventually I'd like to come back in here and weld a plate that would hold everything. It would look a lot cleaner, but that's for later Grant to worry about. I'd like to come back and cut this out flush and weld in a plate. However, this thing is way too large. I need the smaller one, and the blade is completely dull. I'd like to cut out a flush square, take a plate, weld it in. Now we just have this side, which I have no idea how we're gonna cut open. We'll figure it out. So bad news, our coupler won't fit here. I even trimmed it down a little bit, and it's still hitting up against all of this. Because I have no Sawzall blades left, I'm just gonna fit an angle grinder in here, take a little bit out. It should clean it up a little bit. So all of that work for this to be done here. The fun part about intercooler piping, test fitting it everywhere. So the good thing about this awkward angle is the fact that the center of where this hole needs to be, there's metal. And I know this sounds weird, but now I can use a hole saw. I didn't think I was gonna be able to on the other one. Definitely could have. Would have made everything way cleaner. That's okay. You learn from your mistakes. Anyway, so we can hole saw this out, and then we'll probably go 45, twirly, and then from the turbo. And looking at our hole saw sizes, 2.5-inch end is perfect for this 3-inch hole saw. It's slightly bigger than this, so we'll have a little bit of play. Pilot hole. Yeah, that's a much better hole. Definitely should have done that the first time. Wouldn't have fit, but it'd have been a better starting spot. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's like I know what I'm doing. Almost. Man, look at that. Like a stinking glove. And then we have this one, the ugly stepchild. So I bought myself a Christmas present. Figured it would help out with all my fabrication work. Slowly but surely, starting to get more and more. It's a slippery slope. And ta-da! Here it is in all its glory. Well, except for this part. I'm waiting on one more coupler to get in, and I do realize that I need to buy a couple more of our clamps because I don't have any that will fit any of these places, which is just, you know, wonderful. All in all, for a day's work, I think it turned out pretty clean. Definitely a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'd really like to get aluminum pipe and weld it, you know, and have fewer silicone couplers, like one on each end of a longer pipe. That way it fits up better. But we're talking farther down the road when I'm actually welding aluminum. Alright boys, that's going to do it for this one. If there's anything you want to let me know in the comments, please make sure to do so. I do read them all. Sometimes there's really helpful advice, so feel free to give it. Got a couple other major things that are coming up soon. Make sure you subscribe to not miss any of it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Fingers crossed. There is no try.